Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to walk through some critical news for Cardano ADA. This is the crucial stuff that you need to be kept well informed on. If you enjoy this sort of content, hit the like button, subscribe. Let's waste no time. Let's go. So we're going to start here then on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is up 0.12% and now sits at $3.9 trillion. Now I am expecting the biggest bull run in crypto history. I'm expecting the market cap of crypto globally to reach about $10 trillion come the peak of the bull run. Obviously, this is my thoughts, my opinions, no guarantees. I'm not a financial advisor. Treat this purely as entertainment purposes only. Do your own research and never invest more than you're willing to lose, because you do risk losing all your money investing in cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin at $113,055.95, up 0.80, up 0.07% in the past 24 hours. But we're here to talk about Cardano. Cardano up 0.55% in the past 24 hours and sits at 82 cents 61. Now, look, I think the Cardano's got a very positive bull run ahead of it. Obviously, it's just my opinion, it's just my thoughts, and I'm interested to get yours, so let me know in the comments below. But there's a lot to be excited about when it comes to Cardano ADA, which, if you actually look over the year period, is performing, it's up 132.94% according to coin market cap. You compare that to Bitcoin, the one that everybody raves about, we go to the 1 year chart, is up 77.83%. So it's outperforming Bitcoin. I just want to keep driving home this point. I think it's important that people understand if Cardano, and this is a question actually for all of you at home, if Cardano, for example, was operating in the same parameters as Bitcoin and Ethereum. What I mean by this, if, for example, Cardano had a spot ETF, it had access, or the same access as Ethereum and Bitcoin when it comes to, you know, those institutional level investors, what would it have performed at? And this is what's really exciting, because it is a potential catalyst for the altcoins that do get spot ETFs. They're going to be operating in the same parameters as Bitcoin and Ethereum. They've had a huge advantage and still failed to perform or outperform Cardano, and I think that says an awful lot. If we have a look at Ethereum, right, and we go to the yearly, it's only gone up by 59.19% in the past 12 months, and it tells you everything, right? Like, it does tell you everything. Like, with some assets, you could argue that actually it just hasn't moved yet, but that's not the case. It's in a different league, right, with the institutional investors. So for me, at least, and it's just my opinion, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, the sky is blue, and those clouds that are currently there may well part as soon as a spot ETF is approved, and that is within the next couple of months, I believe, at least based on what I understand. But let's get into the news, right? Let's get in and have a look at what is being said. So we've got Cardano ADA faces key hurdle before breaking $1.20. So it's near 82 cents, forming an ascending triangle. A breakout above 95 cents may open a path towards $1.20. So I mentioned in yesterday's videos, and I've been talking about this in our free educational Discord, link in the description of the video. I've been talking about this a lot, right? That this cool off is expected. It is required. The lower we go, the higher I foresee us going, at least in my forecasting. So look, take everything I say with a pinch of salt, but it is just my opinion. But like, things are looking really, really solid, both from the technicals, but not just the technicals, also the fundamentals with upgrades and a spot ETF on the horizon. Cardano ADA it is forming an ascending triangle with 95 cent resistance. Breakout could push it to $1.20. Whale Wallet sold 160 million ADA in 4 days. The price slipped by 5% weekly under the 82 cent mark. Cardano's EUTXO model could attract long-term attention for its structured transaction execution. So really good project architecture, right, for the ecosystem. So I have a video coming out, I think on Sunday, let me just have a look at the calendar. He says, should get up there, Sunday the 5th of October, and that video is going to really break down Cardano into a lot of detail for people, particularly the architecture. So, subscribe and check out that video. I really do encourage it. It's a good 25-minute video where I go in and break it all down for you. Cardano price forecast: ADA declines as dormant wallet activity stirs sell pressure. So what's being said here is a lot of the early investors are looking to sell their ADA. These are basically people that bought really early and just left it and didn't touch it. So again, just lots of people talking about that, right? And you've got your charts. Again, just really interesting stuff. Apart from the rising dominant activity, data highlights selling pressure on Cardano. They track the CVD for Cardano turned negative in mid-August, and the value has been steadily decreasing since then. This indicator measures the accumulative difference between market buy and sell volumes over a 3-month period. When the 90-day CVD is positive and increasing, it suggests the taker buy dormant phase, while a negative and decreasing volume indicates the taker seller dormant phase. So again, just more ways to look at the market. Ultimately, for me, I like to really focus on the fundamentals of projects rather than the technicals. And I know we talk about it in the videos because not everybody's the same. Not everybody has the same views and opinions as me. Not everybody is focused on fundamentals. A lot of people are just interested in price action, and that is it. But fundamentals lead to price action. So for me, it's really important to understand the fundamentals of a project, and it's always beautiful, a really beautiful thing when the fundamentals line up with the technicals. And ultimately, I think we are close to that point where we're going to see that. Now, not looking at all these different technical measures means that you're going to have more of a full picture of what's going on. Some of it can just be noise, and it is challenging at points to determine what is just noise and what is the data you should really be looking at. So check out the free educational Discord, link in the description of the video. Cardano eyes 200 billion market cap amid U-pattern surge hype. So again, just more interesting articles, right? The post cites a textbook U-pattern returned bottom in ADA's chart. The bullish reversal indicator in technical analysis again is really focusing on Cardano ADA price. Currently, at the time that this was recorded or written, I should say, it was at 0.85 cent for ADA with a circulating supply of 35.83 billion ADA. A 6 times surge would put ADA at about $5.11 to $5.58. So again, this is really pointing at what we saw in 2020, 2021 with similar setups. Big moves happened, but what I would say is be skeptical of all of this. Could just be noise. And what I would highlight is not, every past pattern or technical analysis will play out the same, right? It just won't. The market parameters are very different to back then. We didn't have spot ETFs. The technology isn't as good. AI wasn't as good. There's so many different variables that are different to 2020. And look, I don't need to go into all of them, but let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Again, love to get your thoughts on everything that we talk about in these videos. Cardano ADA price faces $500 million whale sell as the target of $1.25 again is in sight. Again, talking about tap tools here, Cardano ADA is pressing against key resistance, forming an ascending triangle on the daily chart. 95 cent, if they can go above that, breach that, then we're on the road to $1.20. Again, another article talking about similar stuff. Cardano price prediction, ADA holds critical 80-cent support. Here's why it could rally 300%. Again, talking about the line here of support. If it breaks it, we go down further. If it bounces, then we could see that breach of 92 cent up to the $1.20. and then discover why Cardano could skyrocket in the next few hours. Again, early charts talking about the fact that it topped at the 1.272 fib last cycle. Similar price action points to between $3 and $6 range for this cycle. Now, everybody has price predictions. Let me know yours in the comments below. For me, I've always kind of said the absolute pinnacle, the most that we will see is $7. If it was a blue sky, no issues, no clouds. I used the road analogy, a freshly tarmacked road with no divots, roadblocks, plain sailing. If that was the case, then that is kind of my absolute top price prediction. I just don't see it going any higher than that in this bull run. But what I would articulate is it's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Treat it purely with a pinch of salt. Do your own research, see whether it resonates with you or not. You agree, you disagree. That's the beauty of being able to talk your mind on YouTube. So do let me know your thoughts, your opinions of everything we've covered in today's video. Join us in the free Discord, have more meaningful conversations with us there, and I will catch you in the next one.